Welcome everybody to another round of World of Tanks subscriber replays. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's first video is from the user Zolonga. That's Zolonga, if I'm pronouncing that right, probably not, and he's driving the T57 Heavy on a standard battle on the mines. T57 Heavy being the tier 10 heavy tank for the Americans, goes down that new line that was added a couple of patches ago. You may have noticed there, if you are keen of eye, that they only have a 41% chance of winning this match according to XVM, so maybe a little bit of an uphill struggle. So straight away the Allies are trying to take the hill, but luckily the enemy, well, not luckily for them, but luckily for the enemy, they managed to get a Leopard 1 up there well before anybody else. That tier 10 medium, nice and fast, and as you see, he's able to take out that AMX 1390 as he tries to come around the corner and take his place. Although the Leopard 1 did take a hell of a lot of damage securing that position, the Allies just going to sit here, try and wait him out, wait till he tries to take a shot on someone, and then try and remove him. Only got just over 200 hit points there, so it's not going to be difficult for them to just send a strong breeze his way and just take him out. Apart from that Leopard 1, who is now dead, the Allies have got a much stronger position on this hill. As you can see, as soon as that Leopard 1 gets taken out, making a move to take the top of the hill there. Nobody to contest them or nobody to take a shot at as they move up. That T-54 just dropping back in time there was almost in for a considerable amount of damage, but his sixth sense must have kicked in. Not the skill sixth sense, but his sixth sense must have kicked in. He decided just to drop back there before taking any damage. Spots a T-34 off in the distance, going to unload on him, see what kind of damage he can do. One more shot, oh, and somebody else gets the kill. The Tortoise steals that one, but still able to get a good 800 damage onto the side of that T-34 and eliminate him from the game. So only got 2 shells left in the magazine there. Got to decide whether he wants to go and try and use them or spend the time reloading. It looks like he's decided to just reload that cannon there. So just got to wait out this long reload time. But he's in a pretty good defensible position. He's in no danger of anybody kind of pushing up here and taking him out. Almost had a shot on that Indian Panzer there, but just didn't get his gun reloaded in time. Looks like that VK has just forgotten about the guys who took to the hill earlier. Thinks to himself, well, the guys on the crest of this hill here have all disappeared, so that must mean it's safe. But he just decided to forget all about the T-57 Heavy and the T-62A that came up here earlier. At E-75, a little bit smarter, realises that the T-57 is reloading, so he's got time to sneak up here and try and get a little bit of damage on him. Unfortunately, he just rushed his shot a little bit and bounced. And Zolonga just going to push himself around the corner as if his gun's reloaded to just chase off that E-75. That's a tactic you can use, but just be aware that if the player that you're trying to do that against isn't particularly aware, then he may not run away. He may just decide to shoot you in the face, so you have to be careful with that tactic, as it doesn't always work. But he did manage to chase off that E-75. They're losing 8 kills to 5 at the moment, so a little bit down. Although Zolongo's fully loaded, he's got 4 shells in the chamber ready to go. He's just got to find himself a target. Just trying to decide which direction to take here. Going to speed this up a little bit until we get back into some action. Just popping himself out at every angle to try and find somebody to shoot at. Sixth sense popped up there just to tell him that he'd been spotted from somebody. He's going to try and make a move now. He's going to try and come at the guys that are in the town over here. Got a T-57 Heavy and an IS-7. Either of them come around the corner to try and get this Tiger 2. Zolongo's just going to be here waiting to take them out. Nearly fell off the cliff there. A little bit, it would have been a little bit unfortunate if he just got over a little bit too much and slid down. I think that was the IS-7 taking a shot there. Oh, not sure what's gone on with the replay. Yep, that was the IS-7 taking a shot from artillery there. So again, Zolongo just trying to decide where's best for him to be. Can't get a shot on either the T-57 or the IS-7, so he's not really going to be much use over there. It looks like they're not going to want to push over the hill on that Tiger 2. Although the E-75 has joined the party now, and he's having absolutely none of it. He just wants to charge around that corner and get as much damage as he can. But it looks like the Tiger 2 actually looks like he ammo racked him, as pretty sure that E-75 had 1,000 hit points left, and that Tiger 2 was just like, no, you shall not charge against me, and takes him out. And then Zolongo uses a shell there to take out the enemy T-57. That's a big threat removed from the battlefield there. And evened up the scores nicely at 8 kills to 7, only trailing by 1 now. You've got Jagdpanzer E-100 threatening to take the hill here. So going to have to come around and try and fend this guy off. He's got no support really. But to be honest, he can probably get 3 shells into the E-100 and reload before he gets killed. Because that E-100's probably going to need 2 to 3 shots to finish him off. But obviously with the speed of the T-57 Heavy, it'll not be too difficult for him to just flank around the side of that E-100. Tiger 2 comes up. Ooh, very unlucky there that his second shot just took out the track, but the third one able to finish him off, and that becomes kill number 3 for Zolongo. Just going to drop back here while his cannon reloads, as that Jagdpanzer E-100 was threatening to come up the hill there. So he's just going to get into cover behind this rock. He's not dropping back too far, as he does want to spot this E-100 as he comes up the hill, if he comes up the hill. Looks like he probably won't be, though, as he's left it far too long. In fact, he is. Don't know why he left it so long. He decided to wait until the T-57 had fully reloaded his cannon and then decided to make his move. Totally smart play on his part. So probably not got enough damage in the chamber to be able to take him out in one clip. But as you can see, the T-69 is coming around the corner. He's probably fully loaded, so all Zolongo has to do is just wait out the E-100, and this T-69 is just going to surprise butt-sex him. And there he goes. You can imagine the E-100 panicking just a little bit now. Takes his gun off target there as he's reversing, and that is Zolongo's opportunity to just pop himself out. Ooh, a little bit unlucky there. The T-69 got himself taken out, but luckily managed to track the E-100 in a position where his gun was off target and was able to just unload and take him out, and the E-100 becomes kill number 4. So Zolongo has managed to hold this hill for pretty much all of the game once that Leopard 1 had been taken care of. Although the game's still pretty even at 10 kills to 9, so this is definitely not a foregone conclusion, although Zolongo's only taken about 300 points of damage. Tiger 2 pushing on that IS-7, which is probably a little bit of a mistake, should really be trying to get the IS-7 to push on him so that his artillery and that Tortoise can get some damage onto him. Looks like Zolongo has a shot. He's gonna take it, gets a good bit of damage through that side armor and through the track. Again, very unlucky on the IS-7's part there. Repaired his track, backed off. But Zolongo just about managed to track him again. And this ISU 152 turns up, puts a shot into the rear, but only gets damage on the track. As you see, he's just threatening as if his gun's reloaded there, but the ISU's just having none of it. He's thinking, well, I'm dead anyway, I might as well get some damage onto him while I can. And in the midst of all that, he took a big shot from that GW Tiger P, and now he's down to just under 500 hit points. And the game is still 1 kill between them at 11 to 10, although 5 of those now belong to Zolongo in his T-57 Heavy. He's just going to have a move around. It looks like most of the enemy tanks are on this left-hand flank and pushing on the base now. He's got 3 shots to see what he can do to this T-30. 1 more should be able to take him out, and he becomes kill number 6 and his Top Gun medal. As you see, he's done over 6,000 points of damage so far, so he's really been a force for good for his team here. Finds the AT-15. He's going to be sort of playing around this rock here. The AT-15 probably thinks he's dived down that hill there, but just going to come around from behind, just give his gun time to reload. The AT-15's got no chance of turning around. He's nowhere near fast enough, and that becomes kill number 7. So there's a WZ-132 who's trying to harass this Object 704. The Object 704's just had to run away, but he's done the smart thing of running to the T-57 of Zolongo here just for backup. Oh, missed his first shot there, but luckily the WZ missed his shot. It's a good hit through the side. One more, and that becomes kill number 8, and almost 7,000 points of damage. So that leaves just the IS-7 and the artillery of the enemy, trying to decide which direction he's going to take. The Tortoise is kind of face-tanking the IS-7, so Zolongo just going to decide, yep, he's gone to the left and going to try and hunt out the artillery instead. His gun's fully reloaded, so just got to find the artillery here. He should be on the left, camping in the base somewhere, so that's generally where the artillery is, over there in the water. So we're going to take out the artillery, take out that threat before moving on to the IS-7. Finds the GW Tiger P, doesn't realise that he's been spotted, and he's just fired his gun, so he's got absolutely no chance in hell. And that is kill number 9 and 7,300 damage. And that leaves just the IS-7 in the north there, and this is going to be a case of just collapse down on him. If the Tortoise has got his attention, then the T-57 here of Zolongo should just be able to come around from the side or the rear and just take him out. Tortoise looks like he's charged in, and yeah, this game is all but over now. So absolutely awesome showing there from Zolongo and his T-57 Heavy, getting 7,500 damage and 9 kills. So absolutely awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Stick around, because as always the score screens are coming right up. And our second replay of the day is from the user Rappy Pappy. That's Rappy Pappy, and he's driving the Waffentrager on a encounter battle on the Sacred Valley. The Waffentrager, I'm sure plenty of you will be able to correct my pronunciation, as is usually the case when I pronounce everything wrong. And this is the Tier 8 tank destroyer for the Germans, the new line that goes down to that Tier 10 autoloader. So it's not often that we get to see an encounter battle on Sacred Valley. This thing's normally just a standard battle. Well, whenever I play it, it just tends to be a standard battle, although if you do get an encounter battle, you tend to get nothing but encounter battles in a row. So anyway, that's enough of me waffling on. Rappy's going to be taking to the hill to overlook the cap circle, although there is already a Jagdpanzer here. Looks like he's taking up the best spot. Oh, very nice. Takes out that A20 before he manages to get to the cap circle and spot anything. A little bit slow there, so a little bit unfortunate. Oh, just about missing that shot on the KV-1S. Going to track this Tiger 2 here. See if he can do anything to him. Although the Jagdpanzer has taken technically the better spot, that does mean that Rappy's higher up on the hill here, and he's able to get shots over the top of the rocks, where normally you wouldn't be able to do that. And that KV-1S being a little bit lucky there, just about getting behind the building. Nobody down on the ground there. It's disappeared into the fog of war. It's actually reappeared now. If he kept his gun on target, probably could have got an extra bit of damage on him. But just looks like he hit him at too sharp an angle there and just bounced on the back of that KV-1S. And he gets behind the mountain before he's able to take him out. And it looks like an AT-15 has joined the party here. We're very lucky that there's no artillery on this game, or that could really be a crap ton of damage on all three of them with a good shot from the artillery. So the three of them just camping here, watching the far right hand flank and watching the cap circle. Rappy's decided that he's not really going to have too much of a good time over there, considering how much firepower they've already laid into that area and made pretty much everybody just retreat and abandon that flank. It looks like they are getting pushed pretty heavily in the north. Excuse me. So Rappy's just going to redeploy and try and see if he can cover off anybody coming from that northern direction. Finds an SU-100 here, but can't get a shot on him. There's also a T-28 prototype. Going to let his gun zero in and gets a good hit onto him. That's going to make him fall back behind the terrain there. And this 3001, same thing. Going to get a good shot through the sidearm of him. Going to switch to the SU-100 though, because he is a much bigger threat, although the ISU-152 fired at pretty much the same time and his shell landed first. So a little bit unfortunate that two of the heavy hitters fired at the same target at the same time. Always a little bit of a shame when that happens, as they could have had that 3001 out of the game. It's a good hit on this T-32. Looks like he's not spotted here, but even if he is spotted, it looks like the enemy opting to go for the closer, easier targets rather than trying to hit him in the back there. Has a shot, no clue if that hit at all, but it probably did, as it looked like it went square where that T-32 was. Yep, he has indeed lost some hit points. A little bit unfortunate there that he wasn't able to get any extra damage onto that T-32, and the two of them look like they are charging pretty foolhardily towards the line of tank destroyers here. Although it seems like the Allied team's doing fairly well, they're actually losing 5 kills to 3. Rappy's just trying to get into a position, trying to get himself up this hill a little bit to try and get his gun over the top of these buildings, but it looks like it's not going to be the case. It looks like he's not going to be able to achieve that. So just going to have to wait out the enemy. They have plenty of tank destroyers in this location, so I shouldn't see why they won't be able to fend off that T-32. Ooh, very nice hit on that Hellcat there, taking him down to just 29 hit points there. Looks like a few of them are trying to make a push around the mountain here. Not sure why, because they're in quite an exposed position. It's always unfortunate when that happens. Left the T-29 there with 1 hit point. But it seems like, although I was calling it foolhardy, it seems to be working, as the Allied tanks are kind of dropping like flies. Oh, rushed that shot ever so slightly on the Jagdpanther. His gun had just gotten on target and fired as he was falling back behind the mountain and didn't manage to get any damage to stick. Going to cover the area just for the time being in case he decides to come back over, which indeed he does, and he's able to put one straight through the floor of the Jagdpanther. The Jagdpanther just thinks, well, sod this, and decides to fall back rather than stick around to get any damage. And Rappy is able to finally take out that 30-01, and that is his second kill of this match. He's going to have to waste a whole shell now to try and take out this T-29, and no! The AT-15 again fired at exactly the same time and took the kill. So not only did he waste a shot on the T-29, but he wasn't able to get that last remaining 1 point of damage. So very, very unfortunate there. Although he has found the IS-152, and he then kills the IS-152. Sorry, the ISU-152. Tiger 2 making a move, although I'm not sure where that shell went. It did just seem to disappear there. Not sure if that hit him or not. We may find out later if he resurfaces. So this flank has gone abysmally as well. And somehow even the right-hand flank has gone terribly, even though they were able to get so much damage onto the advancing enemy early on. It looks like that KV-1S, and is that an 88? Yes. The 88 are still able to push through. This Jagdpanther has no idea that he's been spotted, but Rappy's shell just about going low there. So a little bit unfortunate with the shot there. He's only got 2 ordinary rounds left. So this one is, well, he's got 8. Not 8-6, he's got 6 premium shells as well. He's probably going to have enough rounds. Well, actually there's 7 enemies, so if it's all left on his shoulders, this could actually get quite tight. So he's going to have to rely on his allies here to do something, which is never a good thing in World of Tanks, having to rely on your allies. Hellcat just dropping into the fog of war. Rappy, oh, very nice blind shot there. I was going to say, personally, I wouldn't have taken that shot with how low amount of ammunition I had. I was going to say he probably doesn't realise how few rounds he has left, but just realising that that Hellcat wasn't going to run away, was going to be sat in exactly the same position, and just had his shot and was able to take him out. The Jagdpanther's still behind the mountain, so not really able to do anything about that, but it looks like the T-15 is just going to take him on head-on, and that is a fight that the AT-15 should win, really, but we will see. KV-1S behind the building. Oh, just not got the gun depression to be able to get anything on him. Finally able to take him out, and the Tiger II on the right-hand side gets some damage through him. Although once his gun reloaded... Oh, that was very lucky. How was... that was probably a very, very high damage roll there, or it was an ammo rack, because I wasn't expecting him to be able to take him out. And he's finally able to get that KV-1S. The AT-15 has now been taken out, so it's just himself left against an AT-8 and a Tiger II. He has only 4 premium rounds left. So he's going to have to play this one very, very carefully. Coming around the side of the cap zone here, because the enemy tank's probably hidden behind that rock somewhere. So, oh no, he's not. He's hiding behind the pagoda. And Rappy just wasting a shell there, taking out the pagoda. And shells seem to be at a bit of a premium at the moment, but with the amount of hit points he's got left, should be able to take out this AT-8 in a single shot. Unfortunately, just about hitting the ground rather than the AT-8. Just got to wait for his gun to reload before he pops himself out, because it's probably only one hit until he's dead as well. AT-8 misses, and that is kill number 8, and that leaves just the Tiger II, although he only has 1 premium round and 2 HE rounds left. So really, he's got to make this shot count, although we're not sure how many hit points this Tiger II has. I think last time he was spotted, he had about 800 hit points. 617 he has, so he can't kill him with the 1 premium round, so he's going to have to penetrate with that one and then rely on the HE to do the rest of the work. Ooh, fired blind there. Definitely wouldn't have done that myself, but we'll see if it comes back to bite him in the ass. Because let's face it, if he's out of shells at the end, there's no way he's going to be able to ram the Tiger II to death or get a base capture off. Oh, it looked like that shot did hit him in the fog of war. And he's only got 10 hit points left, but Rappy's only got 1 HE shell. He's got to make this one count. This one's got to land, and it's got to do damage. And it does. He takes off the last 10 hit points of the Tiger II there for an absolutely nail-biting, heart-stopping ending to that game. So absolutely brilliant replay there from Rappy Pappy. Thank you very much for sending that one in. The score screens will be coming right after this one. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, then leave me a like or favourite. Stick a comment in the comment section below, letting me know exactly what you thought, and I will catch you guys next time.